There once was a bully caterpillar named Harold. He ate leaves and walked on the ground, and he refused to build a cocoon. He bullied the other caterpillars. He pushed them off leaves, and he took their eating spots. One day as he was eating, a butterfly flew by him and said,
"Hello."
Get lost! Can't you see I'm busy eating?
You are very big.
You bet I am. I'm the biggest caterpillar around.
Harold had a big ego, and it looked like he thought he was the greatest. He was arrogant. That means a know-it-all. And he felt entitled to take whatever he wanted.
I am big enough to take your food if I want to.
I sip nectar from flowers.
Nectar? Yuck! That is sweet stuff for wimps. I eat bitter leaves.
Why?
It makes me big and mean, and I am the biggest, meanest caterpillar around.
Wouldn't you like to be something more?
Hey, I get an urge to make a cocoon sometimes, but that is just weakness. I take my mind off it by playing a trick on someone.
Harold told her about a time he chewed off a leaf with the caterpillar still on it, and how the caterpillar spun on the leaf all the way to the ground, holding on for dear life.
You should have seen the look on his face. He was so dizzy he couldn't walk on any of his legs.
He must have been scared. Didn't you feel bad after you did it?
Heck no! If I did, I would be weak like you. You are too wimpy to hang out with me. You are getting on my nerves. Go away.
Harold thought about what the butterfly had said, but it bothered him, so he did some naughty things to get his mind off of it. The next day the butterfly flew by Harold again. He thought she was beautiful, but didn't want to admit it to himself.
Hey, I thought I told you to go away.
I wanted to see you again.
What do you care?
I just care.
If you really cared, you would go fetch some food for me.
I really care, but I am not going to fetch food for you.
Thought Harold. Maybe she isn't as wimpy as I thought. That made him respect her a little, so he let her stay. And then he asked her a question because he was curious.
What's it like to fly?
Oh my, it's wonderful. You can see the world. You can fly if you really want to.
Yeah? How?
You have to build a cocoon first.
No way! Then I would change. I don't want to change. I am the biggest caterpillar around, and I can do whatever I want. Why would I want to change?
To be who you really are.
After the butterfly left, Harold had a big urge to build a cocoon. But he bullied 2 caterpillars instead. The next day it rained all day. It got very cold by sundown. The butterfly flew near him just before dark.
Let me help you.
What can you do for me?
I can cover you with my wings.
Then you will be cold.
That's okay.
But it's so cold. You could die.
I'll take the chance.
Why?
Because I care.
There is no such thing as caring.
There is for me.
Not for me.
You could argue with me and die, or you could let me cover you with my wings.
Okay. But try not to hug me or anything. I don't like that mushy stuff.
So the butterfly covered him with her wings and tried not to hug him. It got colder and colder that evening. A wind blew up, which made the butterfly hold on tighter, and it was almost like a hug. But the caterpillar did not say anything. As it got colder, the butterfly's life started to slip away.
Why are you doing this?
'Cause I care.
But why?
Because I am your mother.
In the morning, the sun shined on Harold, and the warmth of the sun woke him up. The butterfly was not there.
It figures she gave up. I had to fend for myself again.
As he looked down, Harold saw the body of the butterfly lying in the leaves below. The life was gone from her body. An early morning gust of wind had blown her off of him. He felt like he was going to cry, but he stopped himself. By the time he went to her on the ground, he couldn't help it. He started to cry. He cried and he cried. He cried for a long time. He cried so much that he cried all the meanness right out of himself. When the meanness was gone, he felt something he had never felt before. He felt real for the first time. The butterfly had loved him and hugged him until he was real. He felt a good feeling in his heart. It felt like his heart was getting bigger. And something else. He felt love for the first time. The butterfly had shown him how to love. He was bursting with joy. He had decided to build a cocoon and dedicate it to the butterfly. He stayed inside to think about the new person he wanted to be. When he came out, lo and behold, he had thought himself into a big, wonderful butterfly. His wings were still wet as he looked out into the world for the first time as a butterfly. He saw a huge rainbow. It looked like a butterfly wing to him. It reminded him of his mother, and he wished his mother could be there to see it with him. Just then, exactly, rays of sunshine bounced off a dewdrop, and a bright light shone around him. He heard his mother's sweet voice inside himself.
I am in the warm wind that caresses your face. I am in the sunlight that dries your wings. I will be in the beautiful friend you will meet soon. You let me love you, and now that love is yours, inside you. Keep me in your heart and live your life well. Live your life and you live for me. Love others and you love me. And you feel love for yourself. I was with you from the beginning, and my love will be with you always.